Good morning. We're live from Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One this morning in the kitchen, which means it's now time for our cooking segment. And this morning we have Carrie Snyder, and she's going to show us how to make sweet potato and black bean tacos with goat cheese.
Yes.
It sounds like a lot, but it sounds delicious too.
It all goes together. And the type of goat cheese I actually got this morning was a honey goat cheese, so it'll go well with these sweet potatoes.
Okay.
So what we already have going here are onions. And what we're going to go ahead and add, we want to cook them until they're translucent.
Okay.
And what I'm going to add is about 4 large cloves of garlic diced up.
Okay.
And then we have, and these are kind of our aromatics, so this is also half a tablespoon of chili powder. So I hear you guys like it hot. And then about 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper.
Ooh, look at that.
About half a teaspoon of cumin. And then I'm going to add just a little pinch of salt to this.
Okay.
And we're going to let this just simmer for a little bit, and then I'm going to start talking about what I did with the sweet potatoes.
Okay.
The sweet potatoes, I love roasted sweet potatoes. One, I leave the skins on to have it more fiber, great source of vitamin A. But just cubing them small, I took about 3 medium sweet potatoes and then drizzled them with some olive oil. And then this is what really gives them some flavor, is smoked paprika. Okay.
And obviously you can just buy this at the grocery store.
Yeah, you can. You can buy that at the grocery store.
Okay.
And there's probably about a teaspoon on these 3 sweet potatoes. And then I baked them or roasted them at about 400 degrees, 25 minutes.
So these are finished?
These are finished.
Those look good.
Yep. So that's what I like about this recipe. While we're working on this, these can be baking. So, but we've already got those done.
Okay.
And then the other thing we're going to add here, turn that down a little bit, is our black beans. Okay.
And so these were drained, right?
Yes.
From the can?
Yep. These are just a 15-ounce can of black beans that I rinsed and drained.
Okay.
And then we're just going to get them hot here. Set that to the side, just give them a moment. And then we're going to add these sweet potatoes in here and then just let them, I usually at home will let them simmer for all together for about 5 minutes. Just let all the flavors come together. Serve these on corn tortillas. I like doing corn tortillas instead of the flour. You can usually get about 2 tortillas for about the same amount of calories as 1 flour tortilla.
Really?
So,
and this is obviously a meatless dish, so it's vegetarian, which is good.
Yes, it is vegetarian, and it works great as a breakfast burrito if you wanted to add some eggs to it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And then also, if someone is a meat eater, they could add some just flank steak, chicken, anything they would want to it if they're wanting to add some meat. So what we're going to do is just
You're going to add all of that in there?
It's all going to go in.
Okay. More potatoes, the better, right?
Minus that aluminum foil there.
Oh, I wish you could smell this because it does definitely smell amazing.
And I like covering my pans with aluminum foil just because I hate cleaning up after cooking.
Yep.
So
that's a nice little random tip of the day.
Yes.
I'm the same way.
It's sad. I love cooking. I hate cleaning. So, okay.
Let's see, she left for me to munch on.
Yep, and we're just going to stir that all together.
So when you put everything in the pan, you didn't put anything with the onions besides the ingredients? Like you didn't put any olive oil and butter or anything
Well,
like that?
when I was cooking up the onions, I did start out with a little bit of olive oil.
Okay.
Yep, just to make sure they didn't stick. And like I said, you just cook those for a couple of minutes till they're translucent.
You could even add like sweet corn or something to that if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could do green peppers. A lot of times we'll add even canned tomatoes like during the winter if we're making it, or we're going to be in tomato season in a couple months. So adding fresh tomatoes to this would be really, really good. It's very versatile. This gives you kind of a nice base. And then you can do whatever
you want.
That's what I like to do with a lot of recipes is just try it out how it is the first time and then add and do different things that I want to with it.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and let this saute for a little bit longer, and then when we come back, we'll go ahead and roll up our little tacos and add some honey-flavored goat cheese to it.
Yep, and then we have some cilantro and lime that we'll add to it.
I'm excited.
So it's really not a salsa, but it's kind of adding some different flavors on top of it.
All right. Well, we'll do that when we come back. And welcome back. If you're just joining us, we're live at Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One in the kitchen, and we just made sweet potatoes with black bean tacos and goat cheese to top it off. We have Carrie Snyder here this morning, and she's going to to really quickly recap the ingredients because this is really easy to make, and like you said, it's a base, so you can add to it if you'd like.
So you start out just roasting your sweet potatoes, about 3 medium ones at 400 degrees. While that's cooking for about 25 minutes, start cooking up about 1 diced onion with some olive oil, then adding 4 cloves of garlic that's minced, and then we have some chili powder, some cumin, let's see, our cayenne pepper, and then a little bit of salt, and then our black beans that we just add to it, and just bringing it all together then at the end.
And then once that was done, what we did is, you say that you prefer corn tortillas over flour tortillas, right?
Just for this fajita size or taco size, actually, for 2 of these, the corn, it's about 100 calories. For 1 flour the same size, it's about 110 calories.
Okay.
So that's the nice thing about those.
Okay.
And then we just added some lime to this, squeezed it on here, added a little bit of cilantro, and added a little bit of honey goat cheese. But you could do any flavor of goat cheese that you want.
And I know we're short on time, but how is goat cheese different than other types of cheese? What makes it special?
It's made from goat milk.
Okay.
Is the big difference.
Is it healthier?
I wouldn't say it's any healthier, but it does typically have much more of a creamier feel to it.
Okay, excellent.
We don't typically make your hard cheeses out of it.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. So I definitely encourage people to try it.
This is really good. I was really nervous because I'm not a big goat cheese fan, but the honey flavor in it makes it sweet.
Yeah.
So it goes with the sweet potatoes.
Yes, yep.
That's amazing.
It does really well with this.
The sweet potato is very good in it. Very good.
That's delicious. And like we said, you can add, this is right now currently a vegetarian dish, but if you want to add any chicken, steak, or ground beef to that, and of course any other vegetables as well.
Or even a little something to dip it in, maybe, and whatever you want to do.
Yeah, but it is delicious, and it's not too spicy. I know that you had mentioned putting in all those spices, but it's not that hot. I promise. What we'll do is we'll post.
And you can decrease those spices too.
Yeah, so we'll post the recipe on our website at heartlandconnection.com. Just click on the Good Morning Heartland tab at the top of the homepage. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you right back here Monday morning at 5:30 a.m.